Have you ever heard a fitness expert say, a calorie is a calorie? Well, in a way, yes, but in a more accurate way, no. See, there's two schools of thought when it comes to nutrition. One group of people tends to think that nutrition is sheerly a matter of quantity in most cases. So if you wanted to gain weight or lose weight, you would simply have to eat more than you burn or burn more than you eat. The other school of thought focuses on the quality of nutrition, and that is also very important. So I tend to go with the group that focuses on the quality of nutrition first and then worries about the quantity because in reality, they're both important. In reality, you can't negate quality and simply look at quantity, and you can't negate quantity and simply look at quality. Both will have an effect on your body. And in this demonstration, I will show you what I mean by that and why you should consider the quality of the food. So over here, we have 5 samples. And each one of these samples has the 1 gram quantity, or about that much. And it's just a little bit in the bottom of each of these test tubes, right? Okay, and you can see some of them are liquids, some of them are solids, and yeah, only one is a solid in this example. All right. Now, I've got these sort of mystery substances shown, and with 1 gram of each, you get the following calories in each different sample. Now, which one of these do you suppose I should eat before I go to the gym? I mean, if a calorie is just a calorie, it wouldn't matter, right? Well, let's go with C. The answer is always C, right? So I'm going to drink this liquid. Kind of oily. Okay. So it turns out that's what you call MCT oil. It's a edible oil, and it has 9 calories per gram, and that was about 1 gram, so I got 9 calories. And what about this one over here? 7 calories per gram. Which one do you think that is? Okay. That is pure ethanol. Now, you can have that much and go to the gym, but if you had too much of it, you're not going anywhere because you're going to be hammered. So, while some small amount is okay, a large amount of this substance would not be okay. So again, both quality and quantity make a difference. Okay, over here, we have a 4-calorie sample with 1 gram. It's a little bit less calorie dense. What do you suppose that is? Tastes good. That's table sugar. Now, even though table sugar is delicious, there's a limit you can have. If you have too much of it, I would say more than about 20 grams, your insulin's going to spike, and instead of getting an energy burst, you may actually get tired. That's why it's important to consider both quantity and quality. And what about these 2 different oils? Should we consume those before we go to the gym? Well, let's just do a little demonstration that shows what exactly a calorie is. A calorie is defined as the ability to raise 1 liter of water 1 degree Celsius. Really, it's a kilocalorie, but we call them regular calories. So a calorie is the ability to raise 1 liter of water 1 degree Celsius. A British thermal unit is really the same thing. It's just using English units instead of metric units. And it turns out that a British thermal unit is about 3.966 British thermal units per calorie. So that little bit of sugar I ate, instead of saying I ate 4 calories of sugar, I could have said I ate 16 BTUs of sugar. But nobody speaks like that because we're used to using the metric measurement, calories. So, how would we test such a thing? Well, we burn the substance, and then we'll put the water on there. And if it's able to raise this water to a certain temperature, then we'll know we have so many calories in that material. It turns out that those two samples that I just put there were actually gasoline and diesel. But you can't eat those because it would not react well with your body. So my point is, a calorie is not just a calorie because the type of fire that your body has in the belly is not the same type of fire that is used when they test the calories of the substance that you're going to consume. When a real test is done, you see this one doesn't work very well because all the heat and smoke is leaving, right? So this is not a very effective test to determine the calories here. What would be a more effective test is what is called a bomb calorimeter. I used a bomb calorimeter in safety clean laboratories many years ago to test the BTUs or caloric content of different fuel types that's going to cement kilns. And the way that device works is it's a large cylindrical heavy wall stainless steel container with a 1 gram sample of whatever it is you want to burn. It's pressurized with pure oxygen. A fuse is put down into it. It's put into a machine that has a water jacket, and it is ignited. And when it is ignited, it makes a thump noise. And that's the bomb part of the bomb calorimeter. But because it was such a small amount contained within the cylinder, it didn't break the cylinder, of course. It just gets the cylinder hot. And then that heat is picked up in a circulating water bath, and a chart is created. And long story short, math happens, and you can figure out how many calories are in a substance, whether it's Frito-Lay chips or diesel fuel. And that's how they test calories. But your body does not burn calories like a fire. It is a different type of fire. There are many factors that come into play with how your body reacts to a food. Protein, for example, also has 4 calories per gram. But protein requires your body to work a little harder to break it down until it becomes blood sugar. So in that case, it's going to help you lose weight to have a higher protein diet, if you can do it. After all, not everybody can have a high protein diet. So when it comes to sugar, it's going to create a different response in the body. A small amount may give you an energy burst, but too much, and you have an insulin spike. And then that insulin spike makes you tired, makes you sleepy. It changes your hormone profile. A lack of oils, certain types of omega-3s and other oils, will cause you to have problems thinking. Your hormone profile will be off. And so there's so many things with nutrition that has to do with the quality of the substance you're getting that then can allow you to burn off the quantity when you go to exercise. So that's why I would say focus first on the quality of the food. You want to check your macronutrient ratios, and probably the easiest way to do this is with an app. I use Chronometer app. There's another one, MyFitnessPal, and they're all pretty basic applications. You put whatever you're eating into the system there, and it'll tell you your calories and for the day and how much protein, how much fat, and how much carbs by calorie. It turns out that equal parts of protein, fat, and carbs by calorie is actually a pretty good diet. Now, a lot of people will say, well, I want less protein and more carbs, or more protein and less carbs and more fats. This is something that depends on each individual person and how your body reacts to those substances. So you'll have to experiment with it. But essentially, those 3 macronutrients are going to be the key to your health. Within macronutrients, there's also micronutrients. And the micronutrients are of vital importance. They usually come in pairs, a balancing pair. For example, sodium and potassium. Those have to be in balance. If they're out of balance, you can die. So your body works very hard to make sure the sodium-potassium balance is functioning properly. There's a calcium-iron balance. There's a copper-zinc balance, and that one is especially important for testosterone production. There's other balances of minerals that need to be in the macronutrients, And if you have a well-rounded diet, you're probably going to get those micronutrients, but it's something to be aware of. So I hope this helps you get some understanding of what nutrition is and why you should get a app or some other way of documenting what you're eating so that you can take a closer look at the food types and how it may benefit or detriment your ability to exercise and live a happy life, really. Hey, one other thing I'd like to point out about nutrition: protein. The word protein comes from the word protus, and it's rooted in Greek, I believe, and it means first, primary, and of utmost importance. And so, this is going to be one of the most important things when it comes to your health because protein contains the amino acids. I think is it 20 something amino acids? At any rate, your body needs all of these different amino acids, and some of them your body can produce, some of them you can't produce. So the types of protein you get is very important. And usually you can get this with animal products, but it doesn't have to be with animal products. Um, if you're able to eat fish and eggs, that will go a very long way for good health. If you're going to do a vegan or vegetarian and you don't want fish or eggs, you'll have to dig a little further to make sure the types of food you're eating, um, when in combination, have the amino acids that you need. So that's it for today. Thank you.